It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Run here with Counter. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually...
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. David Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is now 24. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Crosby on now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. 20! And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. Able to close the gap just a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero.
The 2-point conversion.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
A gain of a yard.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Goff. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
To Devin Funches.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If you want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Back to throw, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Marquise Lee.
Marquise Lee there to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Washington.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive. The Washington offense hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Murray. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Washington on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is third and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks. answer does.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess you're going to say 5th time's the charm. They're going again on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run with Ingram. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Goff going to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 35.
Today's final score, Chargers.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Chargers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Washington, they will fall to 1-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.